Hey everyone, welcome to the Dr. Terpey Show. Hope everybody's having a fine afternoon. We're gonna invite a few people, I think, to this. So my job today is to try and debunk the whole stigma of cannabis suppositories. So I was donated a 1200 milligram cannabis suppository. I told him I'd be more than happy because apparently, which is sad, there's people out there that are unfortunately either vain enough or whatever that aren't willing to give it a try, and they would rather die of colon cancer, prostate cancer, ovarian cancer, than to use cannabis suppository. I'm inviting some people to this, just so you guys know that's what the clicking is. So anyway, the idea is with cannabis suppositories, the THC is not metabolized in your liver. So what happens in essence is you don't get the psychoactive effect. At least that's what I've read. This is my first experience with one. So I want to kind of give people the option, the thought that, hey, this isn't as bad as you think. So let me finish here. Boy, this list is getting long. All right, there we go. That's good enough. All right, how's everybody doing out there? Who all we got in the house? Donna's there. Matt's there. Randy's there. Mitch is there. Henry's there. How's everybody doing? All right, welcome to the show. So, I know you're all just curious as hell. Tayson's there. So, I really want to work on debunking the stigma of cannabis suppositories. I've been listening to a lot of people on the internet, on social media, and they really frown down about it. They don't really realize, I think, the benefit of taking cannabis rectally. The nice thing is, for people who need to build up, to get over that 1 gram a day, which, a lot of even experienced smokers know that a gram of cannabis oil a day is a lot. Okay? So if you're trying to get beyond that, get up to maybe 2 grams or even 3 grams of oil, okay, suppositories will be your biggest benefit. Simply because THC is not being metabolized in the liver, so you're not getting the psychoactive effect. So that's my understanding, at least. So, that being said, I had a person donate a 1200 milligram suppository. Now, this is for people that are trying to get above and beyond the 1 gram of cannabis oil in their system. Another nice thing is about suppositories, hello from Detroit, you can specify where those cannabinoids will be going and where to heal. So if you have colon cancer, prostate cancer, ovarian cancer, lower GI cancer, suppositories are going to be your best friend because you're going to be able to send those cannabinoids right to those cancer cells and kill those bastards, without being so baked that you can't function. I had 3 grams a day. I don't know who could manage to pick that one up. That's pretty good. So, and I've noticed too, this is kind of from my experience over the years, I have had to use, for one reason or another, I have had to use suppository medication for pain meds, for whatever. Couldn't ingest it, couldn't hold it down, was too weak to eat. Riley, So anyways, I found that a lot of those medications, they take longer. This is going to be off weird stuff, but hey, you guys are here. You want to listen to it. I'm going to be straight up. Okay. The pharmaceutical suppositories, a lot of them felt like they took forever to be assimilated into your body. So you felt like you had to take a poop because it stayed there forever. Okay. This is made out of coconut oil, and it seems like it pretty much absorbed and was gone within minutes. So I didn't have any discomfort. It wasn't, I didn't feel like there was something uncomfortable there or anything like that. It seemed to melt fairly fast. It's been 10 minutes now, I think. And I'm starting to feel an effect kind of in my torso area. So I have yet to feel any effect in my head. So, this will be interesting. I'm very interested. I really want to kind of pass this along to people who are fighting some of these horrible ailments, and you really want to try to get that, that cannabinoid level as high as you possibly can. RSO capsules, edibles, and smoking is going to do have a benefit for you. But are you actually going to be able to assimilate that much THC, the psychoactive amount? That's going to be the hard part. So if you really want to battle that cancer, battle that ailment that, maybe specific to your torso, maybe specific, internally, that you don't want to, get so high that you can't function, right? So a suppository is going to be your best friend. It really is. People have to get away from that stigma that this is a bad thing, It really isn't. It's not any dirtier than picking your nose. Your nose has got more germs and bacteria in it than your colon. Everything that's gone through that part has been broken down by acids and heat and bacteria in your stomach. Granted, it's not clean, but it's actually less infective than nasal mucus. So, you just got to get over that stigma of what you're doing, and if you've had a chance, give it a try, guys, women, everybody, All right. That being said, I'm going to come on back probably in about an hour, I think. Hey, Henry. So I'm going to come back on live in about an hour just to give you guys a review on the effects and how I feel. And that way, maybe, nobody's going to look down on you for doing it. Believe me, in the cannabis community, people are anxious for you to try their product and say, hey, this stuff works. Hey, Vanessa, have you? This is my first time. Yeah, hey, I try to get cannabinoids into my system and as much as I possibly can. That's the only way that I stay functioning in human society. So, it definitely helps. Pain, PTSD, all these freaky, funny, weird elements, my medical record looks like a Moab bomb going off, there's just a ton of garbage in there over the years. So, I'm really trying to get to the point where everything has been taken care of by cannabis, either by, oils, by capsules, by suppositories, whatever. I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed to say that I would be more than happy to use cannabis oil directly on a daily basis. There's nothing wrong with that. My quality of life goes way above and beyond my, little icky thought about it. Fuck that, Sorry, guys. Living a good quality life is by far better, It really is. If it comes down to, either you surviving. Hey, Donna, thank you for sharing. If it comes down to, your quality of life, you surviving your cancer and kicking the crap out of it, And using a suppository, I mean, are you really even going to give it a second thought? You know, the destruction that all those pharmaceuticals did on my body over the last 15 years, the idea of using a cannabis suppository actually made me happy. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll give that a try, you know? So what the hell, you know? I mean, come on. It's not a bad thing, you know? That's old school, childish thought, you know? Get that out of your head, you know? There's nothing wrong with it. And that, you know, it really, if you're trying to get to that level of cannabis oil where you want to cure yourself, you know, I guarantee you give it an option, give it a try, at least give it a thought, you know. It's not that bad. It really isn't that bad, guys, girls, people, you know. Dr. Terpey says, give that a try, you know. Quality of life is, you know, is way better than that. And I guarantee you nowadays, if anything, people are going to be maybe a little jelly that you got to, you know, that you got a hookup that you're getting cannabis suppositories, you know. I mean, what the hell? Get that in you any way, shape, and form you can. Eat it, juice it, drink it, take it capsules, smoke it, you know. Cannabinoid homeostasis. That's where curing begins. That's where your body starts to regenerate. When you feel that effect, when you feel that wonderful, oh, see, I can already feel it. It's wonderful. I feel like my middle body here is floating on its own little cloud. Yeah, really amazing. I'm enjoying this already. And I purposely have been holding off smoking any for the last half an hour, just so I can have a very clean judgment on how this is, you know. And okay, so far, so good, you know. Stick your judgment thoughts up your ass. Yeah, well, you know, hey, it's hard to get access anywhere. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. You know, it will. It's, you know, we are the instrument of change. We together as the cannabis community throughout the world are the instrument of change. You know, we are the ones that are going to be instrumental in showing these people that, hey, you know, that whole reefer madness thing is bullshit. You know, we know better. We know better. You know, look at the love. Look at the positiveness in this positivity in the cannabis community. You know, I mean, if anything, that's got to show you something. You know, everybody's willing to help everybody out. There's a lot of love, a lot of positivity out there. I mean, that imparts a lot of medical benefit into the plant itself. If you think about it, you know. That's where growing your own medicine becomes such a bonus too, you know? I mean, once you're able to put all that love into care into your own medication, that's amazing, you know? You become one with those girls. You become one with that plant, you know? Symbiotic. Everything becomes so symbiotic. Then you start relating, you know, all this really neat stuff to the growth and the oneness that you become with that plant. You know, you grow it from a seed or a cutting to this beautiful, mature adult female that, you know, lovingly gives you her fruit to cure you, you know, and all that time you get to impart all your love into that plant, you know, and there's something to be said about it, you know, even if it's just one little plant, you know. And even if you're maybe not even planning on harvesting it, you just want to veg it out, you know, grow that. Find a bean, plant it. What the hell? You know, even if it doesn't produce a flower at the end, you know, I mean, it's still, you're growing this gorgeous looking plant. I mean, look at those leaves. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. I'm going to go before I start getting crazy on here. I'll be back in about an hour. I'll let you know how it goes, everyone. All right. One love.